Okay, recording started. Hello. I'm gonna do a story time. This was really kind of like a podcast, but it's a lot of visuals in this. So that's why I'm doing it. So it's like a visual podcast kind of situation. And this reminded me, I was talking to one of my coworkers, and I realized my friends don't like me. They don't, because they almost made me die. And this is not clickbait. Like they really almost made me die. Excuse the background. This is when I was doing my never mind. So let me just tell you what happened. So it was a Tuesday, right? Taco Tuesday, and my friends were like, "Hey, let's go to this little it was a little Mexican restaurant in Concord, right?" And it was cool because it was outside. It was like inside, outside, but they had like a little outside patio part. It is cool. We've gone there before, and we had like margaritas and things like that, right? But it's a school night, and I'm not a drinker, but no. So I just had like this like ginger tea, right? It was so yummy. So we was out there. We had some tacos, and it's cool because they have these hibiscus. I think it's called hibiscus tacos, and it's like a flower. Oh, it's so delicious. If you ever get a chance to try it, try it. So anyway, we're vibing. We're talking. I got my little ginger. They drink. They drinkers. They drinkers. So they had the music playing, and it was cool little music. It was like it was mostly just instrumental. Like they didn't have a singer or nothing like that. They just had just music. So everybody's like, hey, it was cool. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. So I'm drinking my tea because it was so delicious. I have to look up. So just as I'm like sucking in the tea, right? I look over, and this is cute little white lady. I have to, like me, I don't care. I don't care what you look like. But for educational purposes and for visual purposes, I have to describe you how she looked. So she's real little, and she's older. Maybe you look like she wants somebody's grandmother, white hair, whatever. And she's dancing. She kind of danced, whatever. So, I looked over. It's like, oh, okay, make eye contact. She's happy. She's dancing. I'm drinking my drink, and I look over again, not just at her, but I'm just looking. So now she's standing up, and she's getting in the groove, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up. So I'm drinking my little tea, I'm looking around, and I look over again. Now she got her hands like this. And she's going oh my goodness. I think that's a trigger response, because that's what happened. Oh my God, the visual. Like you might be thinking like you extra Kelly, but no, she was oh now it, I'm just saying, you might not know. And if you don't know, don't ask nobody. Just hold that in. Just hold on to the innocence. But those that know, and she wasn't just like, I'm not exaggerating because, I can be a little extra. I admit it. And she wasn't doing this, No, she was doing this. At that moment, I don't know what happened, but I was sucking in. I sucked in, and then I seen it, and I went to laugh. Stuff came out my nose, stuff came out my mouth. It went down every pipe. I guess it's a couple of pipes. My friend was like, "We don't have most. We have to. How can you eat? You when you eat it, don't go into your lungs. Am I lying? I think it's like a little tab or something. That tab must have been open. I don't know. But all I know is I was laughing so hard, but it was hurting because and I'm choking, just like how I was coughing just thinking about it. The first reaction of looking back at that moment, that's how I was, but I was like choking because it was like liquid. See, I have my water, but I'm scared to even drink because I'm thirsty right now, but I'm scared to drink because it traumatized me. It was burning in my nose, my ears, my throat, my head. It was just pain was everywhere. So it's like I spit out on the table, whatever, and it was like, "What the f, Kelly?" I'm dying. My face. I need something. I need to show you guys. My face was beet red. I was trying to look for something, the color red that my face was. I still have nothing close to me. But anyway, you know what color red is. I ain't gotta tell you what color red is. My face was beet red. There was no oxygen going inside my body. And they was just looking at me like this. With disgust. I'm dying. I know my lips was turning like blue or purple. I don't know what color. Alexa, when you don't have oxygen, what color do your lips turn? My lips was turning blue. I could, and I was, and they just, no one helped me. I mean, it could at least came over to like try to, I don't know. I was choking. I mean, I wasn't choking on something, whatever. I couldn't do that because I was coughing. And, everybody in the restaurant was like looking at me because what time that we're in right now. So when you just go, people freak out. So you just think I'm like coughing, snot flying, I just spit all over the table. It was crazy. And they was just freaking looking at me. Eventually, I got my shit together. Excuse my language. And I got some water inside me, and I'm breathing, and it's hurt. I'm in pain. And it was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, I'm not okay. I'm almost died, and y'all just looking at me." And they said, "Well, as long as you're making noise, you're fine." What kind? I'm sorry. When did you go and get your medical license? Because I've known you for many years, and that's just one fact I just never knew about you. And it was like, "No, it's true." And then I kind of looked back, and I remember when I was, like a kid, be like, "I can't breathe." I said, "If you can talk, you can breathe." I guess that's karma coming back to me, whatever. So I'm like, so I finally like take some deep breaths, and I'm just sitting there. I look over. She's doing this. Oh my God. Who don't like me? Who don't like me? Why would you do that again? So what happened? It starts all over again. I didn't have any liquid, but just the thought of seeing her, oh my God, I wish, because you know me, I will straight pick up a camera, pick up and record. I don't care. You and my president, you gonna get it. That's it is what it is, right? But I was just there was no oxygen to my brain. My brain had stopped receiving oxygen for, I don't know, 2 minutes. That's a long time. So I couldn't function. I couldn't think. It was really it was really sad. But I say all that to say, them bitches don't like me. They don't. Because if you care about somebody, you're gonna make sure they're good. You're gonna go over to them. You're gonna like calm them down. You're gonna find out like what's going on. You're gonna get. I don't know. Alexa, what do you do when someone's choking?
According to Dr. King, the object may be dislodged from someone else by activating between 5 back between the shoulder blades and 5 abdominal thrusts. A
Okay.
call to emergency assistance is important.
Okay. Well, that's if you choking like something is stuck. Alexa, what do you do when you're coughing uncontrollably?
From WebMD.com, drinking water and taking honey can help stop uncontrollable coughing immediately.
Okay. Well, I'm vegan, so I can't take the honey, but somebody could have offered me some water. I think maybe that would have helped me if at the time I didn't know. I should drink some water now. My water bottle has a built-in straw. I guess this is like a PSA. Be careful. Be careful who you go with. I was just talking to a dear friend of mine yesterday, and we were talking about vacations, going on vacations and stuff like that. And how you just can't go on vacation with anybody because, sometimes people might leave you, and it's just like it's dangerous. Some people you go with, they could put you in a really dangerous position, right? Especially, I mean, I'm not saying with anybody and everybody, you can be, it doesn't matter who you are, you know, but when you go somewhere with someone, you definitely should, um, have each other back and at least keep tabs on each other. Just make sure the person is safe. Not that you have to mother them or baby them, but just make sure they cool, kind of thing. I digress. But yeah, that was my that was my situation. Yeah, be careful. Be careful of who you with. How did it end? Did someone ask how did it end? Okay, so I cleaned myself up. And actually um the waiter was so sweet. He basically took everything away, gave us a whole new setup. He made sure he gave me like cuz it was a nice place. It wasn't no like what do you call it? It wasn't one of those places where they have like the paper towels. I mean, paper napkins. No, this had real napkins. So he gave me napkin, made sure that I was good. And he did bring me a glass of water, and asked me if I was good. But see, we was outside. I think it would have been more dramatic if we were inside. We was kind of outside. People still was looking up rude. No one came to help me. Not even the people inside. Like I said, the waiter came, cleaned up the table, gave me a napkin, brought me some water, but gave us all fresh things, right? Because yeah, I was like, I'm not going out with them again. This is like the second time we've gone out, and yeah, this is the second time I've gone out with this group of people. But the first time we got into a car accident. So I think this is just God telling me, stay away from these bitches. I don't know if God could. I don't think God could. But these these groups, no. I think this is it. What do they call it? Shame. But see, I mean, nothing really besides the accident. You were like, Kelly, how did you get into an accident? It wasn't my car, the person driving. And yeah. I don't want to say anything. They don't watch. You know what? They actually looked at one video. They looked at one video I had, but I don't know if they like subscribed. And that was like a long time ago. Because I went to this place and I said, "Oh, I went to this place." They're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, I made a video," and I sent it to them, but they never said anything since. So I don't think they look at this because otherwise they'll know. And I don't want to say why they got into a car accident. That person got into a car accident. They just think. I mean, you can put the pieces together. Anybody can put the pieces together. But I just like, okay, stuff happens, accidents happen. But this time, no. And they were talking about going on a trip to Napa. I'm good. I'm good. They might leave me somewhere. I can, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go on the trip. It's supposed to because we're supposed to be doing something for Easter break, and that's at the end of March. Yeah, so in 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. No, no, I'm not. Mm-mm. I almost died. If something happened to me, what's gonna happen to my plants? My plants need me. I talk to them every day, and I water them, and I give them nourishment food. So that's the end of this video. Story time. They tried to kill me. They didn't try to. I don't think you can say the K word. They tried. They tried to. How can I put it? How about? Because you know what? People. Oh my goodness. I've been hearing left and right how people be getting demonetized and how people be getting their channels took because no, I'm being uber careful. Uber careful. So I almost they let me choke. Oh, that's kind of catchy. They let me choke. And then people will be like, what is that about? They let you choke? They did. They didn't try to help me. What kind of friends are those? Friends I don't need. I already had one friend who tried to encourage me to be with this guy. He had no job. Like, what? Friends don't let friends be with brokies. They don't. Well, this is a long time ago, but yeah. Don't be with a broken. Don't go with people who don't got your back. Right. That part. But that ginger tea was so good. It was made. I gotta try to find it. I bought some tea. It was a turmeric and ginger tea. I'm hoping that's it because that has this kind of same ingredients in it. And put some maple. Well, hopefully it'll be good. I got some maple. I'm rambling right now. Thank you. Thank you for listening. If you stayed this far. Yeah. Be careful of the people you're with. Ooh, that's better. Of beware of so-called friends. I don't know. I'll figure it out. By the time you see it, you'll be like, oh, she already got a title. She already had a title. Oh, I need a new camera. This is a camera from my computer, but I need a better camera. I do have a camera somewhere around here, like one of those web cameras. I have to do a side by side. Oh, so if no one's told you today that they love you, I love you. Bye.